All right, welcome to West of Tulsa. We're joined by Nick Sloatman, Sloatman Vintage Automotive in Ventura, California. Thank you for inviting us to your shop.
Yeah,
it's a great shop, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
And we love it. Christina joining us as well, so we're going to team up and ask him a bunch of questions about his history. How did you end up opening up this shop? And when did you do it?
The summer of 2020, I opened up business and was hoping for the best, and it's turned out all right.
During the pandemic, you did it?
Yeah, right, just a couple months in.
Wow. So you talked about how you spent a lot of time by yourself in here just working on stuff, trying to set up the shop.
Yep, me and a few good friends that turned into good customers, and working by myself for a few years and got a little bit of help now. But yeah, the original setup of this place was a lot of time alone. At that time, felt like a blessing.
Yeah. Give us a little tour of the place and
yeah, absolutely.
Show us some of the stuff you're working on.
Totally. In fact, the one that we're closest to is a 1940 Packard. This is a 110 coupe. Obviously, the body's not on it right now. That we're building into kind of a post-war traditional custom. So, although it's a Packard, it's got a Scott supercharged 331 Cadillac engine. We're going to be doing some World War II era hydraulic suspension, kind of military stuff as far as the management. This is a full chassis build. This car will be another few years in the making, but completed here, which I'm really excited about.
You got working on an old wagon, I see that.
Yeah, this is one of my
fun.
really good friends, Randy. We knew each other for many years before me even opening this business. And when I opened my own shop, he gave me the opportunity to take this on, which was realistically the first big project that came in the door, which kind of led to these bigger projects that are here now.
Okay, let me throw out a guess. Biscayne?
This is actually a Brookwood.
I thought I'd give it a shot. Okay, I would give it a shot. All right. Yeah, whatever. You got one up here on the lift. I love this build right here, the DeSoto.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. This actually was a neighbor of mine here in Ventura who, my Buick, I have a 51 Buick that was patina for many years. And he always teased me. He said, Nick, if you ever paint that car, you're gonna ruin it. And so sure enough, I got married for the wedding, painted my car. And like a few months later, he said, all right, since you ruined your car, I bought myself a patina car. And then many years later, when I opened this business, he said, all right, like I have done as much as I wanna do. I'm ready to have you work on it if you will. And I was excited to do it.
Well, Christina and I agree. This is one of the coolest ones in here.
Yes, absolutely. I love the patina. I think it's amazing. Yeah.
Wow. So you got a whole new chassis out of this thing.
You know, that's actually the original chassis. Him
Is it?
and his brother, he's,
Wow.
you know, in his 70s, but him and his brother did the Mustang 2 front suspension. And then when it came here, still on leaf springs in the back, we pretty much picked it up from that point forward.
Wow. Wow, this is gonna be a fun build. I can't wait to see this one when it's all done.
I'm excited. That's gonna be a cool car.
So this is one half of your shop.
Yep.
You've got another section over here. This is where some of the metal work is done, right in this area.
Yeah, it's funny. In the last probably 12 to 18 months, I've even had friends of mine go like, wow, Nick, you're like a great fabricator. And I'm like, you know, learning how to do everything still in my career. It just happens to be that the three projects we just mentioned are all in like a very fabrication intensive
You need that
stage.
metal work. Yeah.
So I've kind of grown in that way, but
Accept the compliment. I would just say that.
thank
So,
you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you very
great.
much. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
so
think,
you want to walk around this way?
yeah, absolutely.
So we go around back, and then
So this started, man, I think it was 2 years ago now. I had a really great neighbor. He was similar to me in that he worked by himself, master diesel mechanic. He ended up moving out. When he moved out, I saw the opportunity to kind of expand. And so this started out as just personal storage of my cars and then turned into more shop projects and kind of further builds.
is this one of yours?
This is one of mine, yeah.
Wow, I love it. So what year is it?
This is a 1951 Buick.
51 Buick.
I've owned that car since 2016.
Okay. Well, we were talking before that you got into this when you were 13 years old.
Yeah, I'm not from a car family. I just had an incredible mother who supported my love of cars.
Wow.
And yeah, she helped me when I was like 13. Bought a 6-cylinder rusty, crusty 74 Nova that I still have.
So you're working on also some kind of old school hot rods here, huh?
Totally. This is actually the body to the Packard chassis that we saw next door.
Okay.
So this just recently went to the blaster, kind of revealed all the work that needs to be done. This is one that we just started at the beginning of this year. A good friend of mine had kind of pieced together the project himself, got himself a nice chassis built, had a nice body. It was like all the ingredients of a great hot rod. He brought it up here, many boxes later, and we're kind of just in the last few weeks got to this foundational step of like seeing the body on the chassis at its stance with the drivetrain and that all for kind of the first time for everybody.
Yeah, this is a fun moment. You know, when somebody brings a car like this and you get kind of a vision and say, okay, I can't wait to see, and this is what we got to do this thing.
You know, I feel very fluid in the sense of I judge customers more on my relationship with them as people. I think that I feel really lucky to be building the cars that I'm building, especially because I actually like the cars that we're doing right now. But this just starts with a great human being, you know? That's just the hot rod in front of this one is mine as well. This one I started at the first shop that I worked at here in Ventura, full scale hot rods and customs. When I was 18, I pulled up in my Nova from Tennessee and like asked them if I could like sweep floors, and started sweeping floors at $8 an hour. And like within that year, the owner of that shop and my coworker, Kelly Jackson, both of them pushed me. They're like, man, you're 18, like you can do this. I didn't even know what a hot rod was. He gave me a spot in the wood shop of that hot rod shop to start a build, and I saw it through.
Wow.
I just saw your video. You posted a video of this car and you had a passenger with you that was like, where's my seatbelt?
Yeah, my buddy Mike, we just went for a ride in it the other day, and he was like, and I'm like, no seatbelts.
No, not gonna have it.
Pre-seatbelt days, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love it. It definitely has that old school hot
Yeah,
rod,
pretty
American
cool.
graffiti look to it. That's
Thank you very
That's what
much.
I love. Great touches to it.
Yep.
Yeah. You better know what American graffiti is if you're a hot rodder, but 50, and that's a 50 convertible.
Yes, sir. Wow. Another customer build I'm really excited about to have the opportunity to do. This should be a very cool car. I mean, starting with like an incredible foundation. That's like a rust-free, really nice condition Ford.
Well, I love all the projects you're working on, and we appreciate the tour.
Oh man, thank you guys so much, both of you. I appreciate it so much.